just finished a 5-mile run. I have not been running distance as much recently because I've been trying to work in like sprints and weightlifting, but I have decided that I'm coming back to doing sprinting because it's the first time that I actually kind of changed my entire experience as of thus far, and kind of was like the common denominator for all the progress that I have made so far, mentally. And I just like find myself stressing really fucking hard and overthinking like a motherfucker, overcomplicating things that I have made simple for myself before. And certain outlets like running and like jiu-jitsu I think are really, really important for me, and that they help ground me and like organize my thoughts per se. Not necessarily like actually organize my thoughts, because I've been doing it for a little over a year and a half now, so I'm like used to the feeling of it. Jiu-jitsu though, like I haven't gone back in a little bit, or at least have not stayed consistent with, but everything always seems to fucking hit the fan in my mind. Everything's usually hitting the fan harder in your head than it's actually hitting the fucking fan. And I've been focusing a lot recently on like consciously putting my days and how I feel about myself and what I'm doing and how I'm like the stresses I feel about the business I'm creating and everything, that like the whole mental nuance of everything of just living and like doing entrepreneurial route away from like a 9-to-5. Like I've been focusing a lot recently on like putting that in the hands of God and in the hands of like my higher power. Because when I think about it, like I mean, you know, most of you viewing this, like you just view me as some dude on YouTube who's just like ranting or talking about fucking life or some bullshit, and so like you don't have like the whole backstory of like who I am. But like, I've always been like a chronically high-strung person, and I've absorbed a lot of the stresses from like people in my life. And I don't say that to be like, oh, woe is me. I just say like I never really have paid mind to that, and I had always in the past kind of struggled with like being self-aware in the sense of like aware of what effect like certain things are having on me. I just kind of keep chugging forward, and I'm like, don't be a bitch, like just do the thing. And I'm like, because of it, I'm able to grow a personal brand from 1,100 followers to over 500,000 followers, 600,000 at this point, in the span of less than 6 months. And like, you know, I trust in my ability that like, when I put my head down, I can do it, and I can fucking obsess over like said thing and like see it through to an outcome that I want for myself. But then I don't really like sit to think about like what the process, like the actual nuance of the process was like what I was actually doing, and like what, like I guess psychologically, if you want to like put names on things, like what those things were. I just like did the fucking thing, got the result, and now when it comes to like actually helping people through the same process, and like the process I went through, and what I'm referring to is going from getting 2 DWIs at the end of 2023 back to back within a month of each other, to quitting all of my vices, like smoking, drinking, and vaping, quitting my 9-to-5, and going like full in on this whole like personal brand content thing, which like I didn't know off the start like what was gonna pop off. I was just creating, and of course when I start providing value, then things pop off. Like when you actually start like helping people. And so then I was like, fuck, I could help people like quit their vices or like lose some weight, just because like it's a numbers game and it's like mainly mentally sort of a thing. I'm not as passionate about like the whole losing the weight thing. What I'm passionate about is like the mental nuance of everything, because like it is a daily struggle. Like I am not someone who can just like wake up and like things are fine. I've never been that fucking person. Like even before my mom died, like when I was 15. And I think right after that point, I became that person the most, because I was just high all fucking day. Like I just wasn't even thinking. I was hardly sober. And if I was sober, I was like recovering the next day from being drunk or being high. Like I was never actually fully like had a span of time until this year, 2025. Well, last year, 2024. Because it's been like a year at this point. But like this is like the first calendar year that like I will go the whole year and like I've been sober. And anyways, all of this to say, like, the common denominator for all of this shit is like actually taking action, actually doing something about it. Like I will sit here and fucking ruminate and overthink and like think myself out of doing anything about it, whatever the situation is. And in this situation, it's like creating the business. Like, I know it sounds shitty and it sounds like, oh, you know, majority of y'all that would be watching this like have a 9-to-5, but like for me, like I've always felt this thing like a fucking 9-to-5 is like so like I feel like it sucks my soul, dude. Like I am actually battling to be like a version of myself that like is not super upset with what I'm doing, because like I want to create something, I want to help people, and like I am helping people, but I'm just very back and forth. It's tough, dude. Like, you know, helping people quit their vices is like more to take on than just like, hey, you trying to lose some weight? Like follow, you know, burn more calories than you consume. Congratulations, you're gonna lose weight. It's like the mental nuance of things is a lot harder to deal with, and so because of that, it's like can't really go about it the same way that you see like online coaches going about stuff. And I don't even fucking like to identify myself as like an online coach or a fucking influencer per se. Like I fucking hate those labels. Like maybe something more along the lines of like a guide or a mentor, just like walking people through like their own shit, like their own head, simplifying the process of like their own brain. And like to bring this all back to like running, like I've taken time off of this, and like I know how to help people with this because I do it for myself on a daily fucking basis. Like I will sit here and ruminate, but the thing that like just going and taking action, going and giving yourself something to be proud of, like for at the end of the day, like you need to shut up the thoughts. Like there's two sides, and one of them is super vocal and one of them never raises its voice. And the side that is vocal is the side that like keeps you in bed rotting on your phone, keeps you eating unhealthy dog shit foods, going through the drive-thru because it's convenient, getting the candy, going and getting an icy, whatever the fuck it is. And then there's the side of you that like you know you need to feed a little bit, and like this other that side is the side of you that is the version of yourself that you want to be, that has the mental fortitude to resist urges, to like do things that you don't feel like doing for the benefit of yourself, like actually lean into the hard things, like get uncomfortable every day on a daily basis for the sake of yourself, and to instill a sense of confidence in yourself and in your ability to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. And that's the key to all of it. Like I did not see progress until I actively started seeking out things that were difficult and that were uncomfortable and got comfortable in doing those things. Like, you will never gain weight. You will never gain muscle in the gym if you can't get comfortable with being uncomfortable in the gym. You will never lose weight if you can't get comfortable with doing the fucking cardio and like getting on the Stairmaster or going and running, like whatever. You will not lose weight if you cannot get uncomfortable. You cannot get comfortable with that sting of like wanting to snack on something and then not being able to and forcing yourself not to. Like, I don't know, things get... And I feel like I overthink way too much. Like, I want to sit down and like plan out a YouTube video and like what's going to provide the most value. But like in reality, like these probably are the ones that are going to provide the most value. The ones that are like very in the moment, like just like I'm kind of not feeling the best to begin with. But like, why would I hide that version of myself? Like, because this is like the turning points. Like, these are the points that actually make the difference, not like the me talking from like a super organized, like, here's how you do this. Here's the steps. Here's the fucking order of operations. It's like, yeah, those are helpful too. But like, I don't know, I've been overthinking a lot about like what I want to do to like kind of give myself freedom. And I go back and forth, and I have so much fucking option paralysis. It's like so debilitating. It just like freezes me in my tracks. Like I'm like fucking stuck in quicksand. Like I will just overthink myself into this fucking pit of like no movement. And so I'm like, you know what? It's time to fucking run again, dude. It's time to start going to jiu-jitsu again. It's time to start stacking like 3 exercises a day on top of each other again. Like, do not, the more time you give your mind to sit and lie still and dormant, the more time you're giving it to fuck your days and fuck your weeks up. Because your mind's not going to sit there when you're not doing shit and make you feel good about yourself. Like, when you're just fucking off, like your mind is not going to make you feel good about yourself. The more time you give it to sit there and fucking ruminate and run without actually building a stack of things that you're actually proud of yourself for, you know, building that stack of evidence that you actually are the version of yourself that you say you want to be and that you say you are, or at least a stack of evidence that you're chasing after that version of you. Like, you have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. Like, you can't sit here for one day and be like, oh, I'm having trouble with consistency and this and that and the other, and like, how will I know if I, you know, I was talking with a client today and he was like, just kind of want to get back on track. Like, I don't know. He's doing well, but he kind of keeps going in and out of these waves of consistency and then not being consistent, and he has this limiting belief that he feels like he can't stay consistent. I'm like, dog, like, if you really think that like you can't stay consistent, like, you convince yourself that you're just gonna fall off again, like, you will. Like, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and like I said, there's that one side of you that's like just trying to get you to stay in bed, trying to get you to rot on your phone, that guy always whispering in your ear the fucking comfortable thing. But you need to like start turning up the volume on that other side of yourself that's like, no, fuck you, bro. Fuck that little pussy bitch side of me that's like wants to stay in bed and like rot on my phone because it feels good. What a pussy thing to say as like as in your 20s. You know, the 99.9% of us that mommy and daddy didn't pay for everything, or don't have some fucking trust fund, that actually have to create the freedom for ourselves and actually are striving for something like freedom and not just working a 9-to-5 forever. If you don't figure out a way to fucking shut that side up, like that little bitch side of you up, it will forever run your life. You will forever just cave to it It will determine the things that you do and don't do, and the things that you do and don't stay consistent with, as opposed to you actually taking it upon yourself to understand, like, mind over matter, brother. Like, I control whether, like, that should piss you off that there's a side of you that's like, I don't know if I will stay consistent. Like, it's just tough. It's hard. It's like, nah, bruh. Like, I'm gonna fucking do this every single day for 3 months. And then, like, once you get into it, then it's not about, like, doing it for 3 months, doing it for 90 days. Then it's like, this is my non-negotiable. This is the type of motherfucker I am. Like, I am the type of motherfucker that makes shit happen. Like, me personally, I will help my my family pay off all of their debts. I will help my brother buy a fucking car. Like, these are things that, like, I want for myself. And, like, if I just sit here and, like, question if I'm gonna be able to do it, then, like, no, maybe, as opposed to if I sit here and I'm like, no, I will fucking help them do this shit. I will fucking provide for my family. I will create freedom for myself. If I continue to be a little pussy bitch and question and, like, ask permission if, like, maybe this is gonna happen, fuck no. It's not going to. Like, when I started creating content and I started posting shit on Instagram and all my friends were making fun of me and all the people I've lost because of it and who have talked shit, and the real friends who have told me about places that they were, that motherfuckers were actually talking shit on my name. Like, it's fucking lonely, bro. But, like, when I put my head down and I said, like, okay, I'm gonna have a personal brand that replaces my 9 to 5 by the end of 2025, there was no, like, maybe, kind of, sort of. There was, like, I'm posting every single fucking day. There is no reality in which I do not do the absolute bare minimum, which is post something every single day and get really fucking good at talking to the camera, being fucking real, and providing value to people through just speaking my mind. And, like, I got made fun of. I got shat on, I lost friends. Like, I had to watch my bitch ex-girlfriend fucking repost TikToks that were, like, talking about their cringy ex. I went through that little phase of, like, rotting and scrolling through all that and, like, paying mind to shit. But, like, what a little bitch. What a little bitch thing of me to do. Like, so stupid. So stupid. And lo and behold, when you just, like, put your fucking head down and, like, actually do the thing, like, wow, it happens. It happens. When you create a reality in your head where you're, like, a little bit fucking insane, a little bit, that you're just a little delusional, that, like, no, this, like, it's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. And you got everyone shaking their heads, like, whatever, bro, rolling their eyes, making fun of you. It's all fun and games until it fucking happens. Like, but none of this happens. None of that, like, all of that, you can scratch everything I said if you continually let that side of you that is just whispering in your ear to do the comfortable thing, to stay within the box of, like, society and what, like, is normal. Like, if you just keep doing that, if you just stay in the comfort, nothing you want will ever come to fruition in, like, a timely manner in which, like, you want it to. Like, what you want, you have to go and fucking get. Like, no one's coming to save you. No one is gonna come and fucking hand it to you. Like, no one's bringing mommy back, bro. She's gone. She's fucking gone. So all I can do now is sit here, and every time I catch myself getting complacent, I can kind of view her and God sitting up there like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You need to have a... Removing from all of this, you need to have a why. If everything I'm saying and you don't have this sort of passion, this drive in you, you don't have something that, like, you're just like, I cannot stand feeling this way any longer. If you don't have that in any sense, then, like, you're definitely not watching this anymore. But for the probably, like, maybe one of you that's fucking still watching this, like, you need to really sit with yourself and, like, think about what that driving force is. Not just like, oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, I want to quit vaping. Oh, I want to quit drinking. Oh, I want to quit smoking. Oh, I want to, like, grow my personal brand. Oh, I want to start posting on Instagram. Why? Like, why? Like, dig in your soul. Why do you want to make this change right now? Why do you want to do it? And then like, okay, let's say in 6 months you do that. What type of habits did you have on a daily basis? Like, no, non-negotiable, what type of habits did that motherfucker have on a daily basis? And then like, on the other side of that, if you don't do it in 6 months, where are you going to be mentally and physically? You're just going to be still bitching and complaining about your current situation? Like, that would suck. As you can see, I can fucking rant about, like, I try to keep it in one sort of bubble of, general topic, which maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That's up for individual interpretation by the viewer, yourself. But figure the more I get on here, the more I just like splurge my ideas in my head and like what I'm thinking about and like what I'm dealing with in the moment, especially in the times when things are just like frustrating and difficult. Then like, I guess in theory, I'll get better at being organized with my ideas and whatnot. The main goal of it is to like speak to, if you're still watching this and like if anything resonated with you, like showing you that you're not alone. Like there are motherfuckers out here that like the shit sucks until it doesn't. The shit sucks always, but you have to like embrace it until like you really start to appreciate like the small things. And me appreciating the small things again, like taking a breath, appreciating like that it's kind of cool and brisk outside and like the sound of all the leaves and all of that little shit that I didn't fucking appreciate when I was just like looking for my next high, my next buzz. Now I get to appreciate those things again, the little small things in life, like my fucking feet in the grass, like a little bit of some cold water, good food, clean water. Like, sounds dumb until like you really do start appreciating those things again. And a big part of that appreciation comes from like the work and the effort that you put in to like win your brain and your mind back. Anyways, if you're struggling with some shit really hard, this is what I help people with in my one-on-one mentorship. First link in the fucking description. Like, I really dive into like the mental nuance of things. I mainly like to help people quit their vices. But whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to just like be more consistent, whether you're trying to like get better, like, alleviate your anxiety or depression, whatever the fuck it is, like, don't hesitate to schedule a call and we could chat to see if you're right for the program, and vice versa. But either way, this is also free information, so like, if you really take to heart like what I'm saying, like you can actually just like go and change your entire experience off of like what I just said, because I did. Like, this is what I did. So I will y'all likely see a lot more of these type of videos until I really get a good flow of like a YouTube thing down. I think the most important part of it is really just like, I don't know, just freely expressing what the fuck I'm feeling, I guess, in longer form, because I can't sit here and do this on Instagram or like TikTok. Like, it's different. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna end this now because I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna end this. I'm not gonna hit you with the like and subscribe, bro. Alright, have a good fucking day, have a good night. Stop sacrificing your health for the sake of convenience and flavor. And always, always keep your chin up and your goal in mind.